When I saw myself as a dot, I saw that I was at the end of a meaningful sentence. Imagine a poet who continues to take up his thoughts and read his poems even after his death, who expresses the mindset and culture of his time clearly and fluently, who enriches his verses with sufism and who writes in the simplest way about man's relationship with himself and with God. His verses on death, birth, love of man still provoke thought. Yes, we are talking about him, Yunus Emre, Sufi and folk poet who was the pioneer of Turkish poetry in Anatolia. So, what makes him Yunus Emre? Yunus Emre is a poor villager who makes his living by farming. One day, he stays with the scholar Hacı Bektaş Veli to buy wheat. On his way back, Hacı Bektaş offers to give him a soul that knows and feels the unknown and unseen. But Yunus Emre refuses the offer and returns to his village with the wheat. He understands that he has made a mistake. Realizing that one day he may run out of wheat, but not of soul, Yunus returns to the house of Hacı Bektaş Veli. Hacı Bektaş Veli sends him to Kemre. He says that he will get his wish if he endures pain. Yunus carries only smooth wood to the Dervish monastery for 40 years. He thinks that crooked wood does not suit the Dervish monastery. After serving for 40 years, Yunus thinks that he cannot have the soul of the saints. The next day, he leaves the Dervish hut. On his way, he meets several dervishes and befriends them. One of the dervishes prays in the evening. At the end of the prayer, meals are served. They pray and are grateful for this food. The next evening, the other dervishes prays. Meals are served again. The next day, it's Yunus who prays for food. Yunus raises his hands. My God, I have no gift, but please help me. I don't want to be ashamed. For whose sake these dervishes pray, send him food. They have more food that night than before. The dervishes ask for whose sake Yunus prayed. Yunus does not want to answer this question, so he asks them for whom they prayed. They tell him that they prayed for the man who served for 40 years for Kemre. So Yunus realizes that he has the soul of the saints. This is how the story of Yunus begins. Yunus starts traveling to the towns. He shares his thoughts and poems with the people he meets. Thus his poems and his sayings spread all over the country. Furthermore, they cross the borders.